Okay, so I can't even get into my messenger. I'm like really locked out. Go ahead and do a collective reading. I probably should just. Stress is a fucking bitch. And probably it's not. Let's see. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna do a collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket you never know you might need for later. This is just a general, timeless collective reading. Alright. That's my camera phone. Alright. I can clean that. Alright. Juggling, victory, and judgment. Still Knight of Swords. Strength through collaborations. Some of you, this is behind the scenes. And there's strength in collaborations. I see some of you waiting for your ships to come in. Some of you almost, it's almost like you kind of have some information. But there's more coming in. This is like watching, having patience. There's a lot of patience in this. But you do have the Ten of Swords over here, kind of like Five of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Alright, it will be okay. I see someone having some sort of morning energy, possibly about juggling. Yeah, there's like someone has this victory and judgment, but there's this morning energy about a possible passing of the morning. And there's like burdens about this. Got judgment and the Hierophant. This is like watching. This is not a usual got winning. That's the card that fell. And Skippo's on top. So this could mean some sort of animal. I'm feeling this one as some sort of animal. Like a turkey. Could have been around Thanksgiving. Left out in the cold energy, tied around to something in Thanksgiving. This person, it's almost like that's a ringmaster. Some of you, there's judgment being passed upon this ringmaster, and that's what's being shifted, and that's why there's a little bit of juggling going on relating to this victory, okay? And it's the Two of Wands, but it's almost like just starting to come out of waiting for your ships to come in type Two of Wands. Because Three of Wands is waiting for things to kind of play out, but it's almost like this is playing and it's waiting for it to hit into this person who doesn't all the way, that's happening behind the scenes for them, waiting for it to finally hit into them, and then there's going to be a heavy decision once this hits, which is why there's this watching energy here, researching, tied to this Queen of Wands with this being left out in the cold. So someone could be watching when this person's no longer being left out in the cold when it comes to this information that's really being juggled. But you have this winning. You have this winning energy, or this person has this winning energy. If you're like this karmic and you try to steal, this was not for you. The other person is winning type energy, okay? Like, I feel like there's quite a bit of karmics that tend to watch these and go, oh yeah, it's going to be for me. And it's like, well, were you at pure of heart play? Because really a lot of these people play when it comes to some of these people with pure of heart play. And so they come out with them, but that's why they usually, evidence. So the flip side happens. Someone else is going to be left out in the cold because of the evidence that was coming in. So it's no longer necessity for this person to even be a part of it. So the roles are being flipped. Hello. Caged. Involvement with this feminine earth sign. Dog. States when it comes to magician, ice, guides relating to the ancestors, about a decision, Queen of Wands, poison, energy, strength, there's a revealing about this poison energy tied to someone that's like a warrior mixture type energy. Family death. That's why the Four of Swords is over there. I thought so. Enemy lies. Mental breakdown because of more revealing of this healthy, healing aspect of this person. A bunch of things that was said it's all confusion because none of what was said is being even shown. Hierophant, High Priestess, and that's why it's evidence that like this person was lying and this person wasn't. High behind the scenes, Emperor, Flood, vulnerable energy about possible kids being involved, which made this because there was a whole nother case involved, tied to this case that went around. Hello, welcome from Australia. And pulled into this way. Of Lady of the Night, Bear. Energies of sabotage relationships in court. Lost. Judgment, renewal of purpose. Heavy judgment energy here. About harmful intent towards the star energy. Chariot, moving forward in transformations. Ocean, gift, grandmother. Two of Wands, 2313. Two of Wands, Mexico energy. Official, trust. Judgment, dark, friend, judge, authority, energy of the West. Philippines, pure intent, loyalty, wild card, 12 principles. Vulnerabilities behind the scenes, forgiveness, 12 traditions, Germany, human, psychic, foretelling, stone, fear, physical move, moth, listen and watching, soul's journey in Scotland, in Norway, tiger, caution, Canada, empress, east, south, protection, revealing, water, decisions and guides, cat, ancestors, family, death, intuition, it will be okay, the north, wait, physical fight, walk away, change, children, Greenland, breakup, evidence, caged, work slaving, medium, the boss, Ukraine, group collaborations, temperance, harmony, that could also be with the Sagittarius, feeling haunted, divine love energy, done for, magician, animal omens, reign of the mob, new, cocoon, and fullness and fulfillment of the crown. All right, I'll play some papers. We'll play some papers into this. 10 of Swords, Turkey, not for you, teacher. Teacher of the mind. Instagram. Evidence, cage, group collaborations. Evidence. Food store. Synchronicities. Leaving. Losing battle. Animal omens. Classic. Numbers falling. Temperance 5. 7 or 57. 2. Smoking. Crown. Cut. Switch. manifested. Children weight cat gas, like car gas or other type gas than this driving. You? Ask yourself why. Flying. Young. Green. Scientology. Scotland. Statue. Over. Life. In Norway. The tiger. Travel. Half-truths. Empress. Cop. Father. Canada. Kidneys. Revealing info 3. Hot. Sacrifice. Cycle. Woods. Perfect. Music. Me. More practice. Multiple. 12 principles up to friend. Car. Cabinet. Pink. Oh, thank you. 10. Here. Friend. Trust official Mexico. Kids. Kids left. I'm on that there. Papers always get weird. Title resonates, leave the rest. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Thank you so much for all the likes and subscriptions. And if you would like to join us for emotional intelligence support group, I do that over on Bigo. I'm kind of just trying to pull up a lot of my subscriptions over here, trying to, like, I don't know, get more grounding footing, seeing how I've been completely just annihilatingly blocked out of Facebook. So all I've really got left, and TikTok is kind of like Bigo, and I like Bigo better than TikTok anyway, so I just kind of hang out on Bigo. And I was making TikTok mini videos to like music and stuff just because I kind of liked it. But I don't know, that didn't really take off very well, even though I had access to being able to make some pretty cool fucking TikToks. But I guess if I had my own music behind it, it would have been a lot better, or had my own kind of like skits with how I can do the effects. But and it's wild. I can do the effects so crazy. It's pretty cool. So, like, if you want to see that, or there's some of them on here on my YouTube, but not all of them on my TikToks. But I don't know, it was kind of like half not original, half original, and then there was a lot of like lawsuits going on when it came to those TikToks of people using their music. So, and then like making more money than the artist, and that's using the artist's music and shit. So I you know, I get it. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just tried to find where I was kind of fitting in. I even tried Twitch. I don't know. I didn't really work out too much with time on Bigo. Man, so I'm Eastern time zone, and I usually do Bigo in the evening time. So it's anywhere from like 3, 4 in the afternoon or in the evening, you know, till it just depends on what's going on. I'm probably gonna start earlier, like in the afternoon, since I really don't have coffee, tea, and chit chat to do anymore. I usually do that on here, but or on Facebook because I was making money. I don't know, the comments aren't as flowing, so I figured I'd just kind of stick to this. Miss me on Bigo? Yeah, that is one of the issues when it comes to like Bigo and stuff like that. They really do pick and choose what notifications you get. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I stick to my time more on Bigo, do my best to kind of do that over there, while I'm also, you know, YouTube has so many blocks when it comes to countries, and Bigo, even though there it can be a language barrier, you can still text and we can translate it and still read what you said. Like, hopefully it's accurate. These people like wanting to cause friction like that, so it doesn't seem like it causes friction like that, and it kind of groups people up with their own language unless, you know, you're really cycling through, and then, you know, you have some people wanting to learn English because English is so widely learned, and it kind of makes me feel, as someone who speaks English, it makes me feel like, you know, appreciated, and also at the same time it sucks because it's not like I can learn every language of every country, even though I would like to just know all of that without having a neural link in my brain, you know. But it would probably fix a lot of crap in my head, but also at the same time I don't know that I would want to know my brain on Neuralink. I'm already pretty freaking wild and crazy out there as it is. I can only imagine if everything was working 100% up there. So, yeah. But thank you for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will be back with throwing some more zodiacs up out there. I'll still be doing, you know, my little kind of mini chills on my YouTube too for a lot of my U.S. citizens, or U.S. people, I should say. Sorry, I apologize. U.S. people, because a lot of them I've noticed have hard times getting on to Bigo, and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm also doing my best to try to keep people up to par here, with the freaking never-ending story. Oh man. And then really trying to reach out and unite and collect and collect and connect. Collect and connect on Bigo with outside of US and inside US, because you kind of meet a lot of people too inside US when it comes to Bigo. People that's really known it and been on there for a minute. Crazy, you see some stars on there. But they kind of hide too. So, all right. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And see ya.